February 26th, 2012, 7 years ago to this day. Can you remember what you were doing? Stevie was celebrating Liverpool's last trophy, a League Cup against Cardiff City from the division below, won on penalties. It's been a long time. A number of teams have won trophies in the intervening period, who many would consider would be less of a stature than Liverpool. Wigan Athletic under Roberto Martinez in 2013. Swansea City, the League Cup, under Michael Laudrup. And then in 2016, of course, Leicester City's Premier League win under Claudio Ranieri. Are Liverpool closer? Are Liverpool going to do it this year, Stevie? It's their only trophy in the last 12 years. It's been a long, long time.
Listen, they've been close since, you know. I think the Leicester one thrown in there is a little harsh. I mean, that's a result of the century, never mind anything else. They have been in cup finals. They've been in 3. They've been in the League Cup final, which they lost to City.
Finished runners-up in every single competition since that win.
Yeah, Europa League final, lost out, and then last year Champions League. So the question of are they getting closer, then 100%. I mean, we're talking inches of crossing the line first. And they find themselves in that same position now. You know, top of the Premier League, and then with a good chance in the Champions League. So, yes, close, but if you're the manager of Liverpool, close usually isn't good enough.
Nobody in this organisation understands it more than you, what the culture of success is at Liverpool Football Club. Have the fans had to adjust their estimations of what success means, or have they just had to be more patient?
No, it's definitely patience. I don't think the expectations have changed. I certainly don't think the hope has changed, but what has changed is that over the years they haven't really had the players on the field that have been able to put them in a position where they expect to win lots of trophies. I would suggest that today that has changed, and I suggest that it has changed because of the new owners. If all they wanted to do was win a trophy, then they would just go down and chap on Klopp's office door and say, look, we need a trophy, so when we play in the FA Cup or the League Cup, the Carabao Cup, then we want to win it, and that will kick us off. But they haven't done that. The owners and Klopp are all about the Premier League and the Champions League, and I think we're beginning to see that, certainly from last year and now this year with Liverpool sat top of the league.
Many people would say it's a correlation between amount of money spent and, of course, net spending on transfer fees. Not talking about wages, but transfer fees. Liverpool come out of it looking very, very good. They've bought and sold their way back into a position of strength, many would say. Do they need to change that slightly to just break the bank for 1 or 2 to get them over the line, or would that compromise everything?
No, I think they did that. They did that when they signed Van Dijk and when they signed Alisson, Becker in goal. I think that has catapulted them in to the realms of anybody in the world, including your Barcelonas and your Real Madrids that play Liverpool, have to take notice, because Liverpool are the real deal now. Liverpool have as good an opportunity this season to win the double, to win the Champions League and the Premier League, as much as any other team around the world. So Liverpool have gone that extra mile, but they've done it in a smart way. They've bought well, they've bought young, they've bought potential that has matured. The likes of Salah, the likes of Mane, Firmino. I mean, all these guys were bought in and were not relatively unknown, but you know, nobody was saying these are going to be superstars. They're now in that sort of position. So Liverpool have bought smart, and they've gone the extra mile that you were asking about when you turn around and you pay a world record fee for a centre-back and a goalkeeper. So Liverpool have all the pieces of the puzzle. Klopp's job now is to put those pieces together and make it win.
If it doesn't happen this year, for whatever reason, the outside pressure, the media hype will be there again saying, you know, Klopp's been here 3.5 years, he hasn't won. All of these other managers have been at their clubs lesser time, they've all delivered trophies. Liverpool need to spend. All of the same stories will come up. How much time, but you get the feeling Liverpool are happy with Klopp and the long-term building project. So how long do you think he will give the job before he admits, you know what, I need to deliver a trophy, otherwise this doesn't mean much?
I don't think it will be up to him. I think the only way that he's not Liverpool's manager is if the owners decide that they're not on an upward spiral. You know, a lot of times, particularly these days, things just come to an end. They run themselves out. Right now, Liverpool is still going that way, and they're very close to the top of the summit. So whilst that's happening, then I think Klopp will be there, and I don't think the fans or the board or anybody else would want him to leave either. So it's a case of getting over that final hurdle until such times as things start to go the wrong way.
And just looking ahead to the remaining months of this season, how far do you think they may go in the Champions League, and how do you think it will affect the league title chase?
Liverpool can win the Champions League. I mean, they haven't had the greatest of first leg results against Bayern Munich, but they can go to Bayern Munich and win. They have the ability, they have the players. So nobody can argue that Liverpool have an opportunity of winning the Champions League. And they have an opportunity. They are in pole position. They're a point ahead in the Premier League. So I don't see how anybody can be disappointed right now about anything that's going on at Liverpool.
And if you could only have one this year, the league?
Premier League, 100%.
We'll see if it happens, of course. Liverpool primed at the moment, despite a little bit of sticky form. We'll see how they get on with the full round of midweek fixtures. But Stevie's bet for Liverpool to do at least something this year to finally end that long, long wait. 7 years today, the last trophy delivered to the Anfield Trophy cabinet.